We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
CNN is reporting that, quote, several U.S. federal government agencies have been hit with a global cyber attack. Now, this attack exploits a vulnerability in widely used software. The U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency said that they are working urgently to understand impacts and ensure timely remediation. It's not immediately clear if the hackers are part of a Russian-speaking ransomware group that has claimed credit for a number of other situations in the hacking campaign. We're going to monitor this and certainly keep you updated right here on air and online as we learn more about this.
Look at this. I just spoke to this guy. He's telling me they're getting ready for some serious power outages. Possibly EMP blast. I said that to him. He goes, anything's possible these days. But they're getting ready for a huge storm that's rolling up in here. He said they've been out here all night and they're just waiting. They got trucks set up on every street now. So, yep. They know something's coming. Yep.
Their shit is underground. Their server.
Look, they're even over here. This is Verizon right here. He just said that they're getting ready. That was the electric company over there. I don't know what they're getting ready for, but they're getting ready for something big.
And I was connected with them. So behind the scenes, we now, in the last months, have a source who is very credible. At the time, I wasn't sure they were credible. I'm very skeptical on people who say that they have stuff or know stuff, etc. And so, over time, this person had done some stuff for us that made it seem more credible and kind of proved it out. They are involved in some three-letter agencies, very high up. Some of the ones, I'm not going to say them now because I don't want to out anybody. But did some work for us that really proved out they knew what they were talking about. So fast forward to today, and they've been giving us little breadcrumbs along the way, not to keep us from it, but just to kind of let us know things are going in the direction that we've talked about for a couple of years. So today I get a text from this person and said, hey, I need to brief you on something. Should take like 5 minutes. So I was getting ready to drive. So I'm like, okay, real quick, what's up? I have like 5 to 10 minutes. This was the message given to me, which I have been given permission to give to you guys. Now, since this has occurred, this has been triple plus confirmed to me by other sources as well. But the first source came from this person who received emails from internal department heads, I believe, within government, I guess you could say. And this is the message. There are currently 250, roughly, I believe is the number, cities in the world, including America, of course, who are being held ransom in cyber attack fashion right now. One just happened a couple days ago. They cleaned it up, but right now, globally, I'm told imminently. Now, when I say imminently, I don't have an exact number for you, but it could be 5 minutes from now. It could be 48 hours from now. It could be a week or 2 weeks from now. It's not going to be like 6 months from now. That's what I was told. Like imminent. Also, that something like this could pop off on a weekend because they know that people aren't technically prepared. Now, keep in mind, the 21st, next week, summer solstice. We're talking cyber attacks across cities that would potentially shut cities down. An attack potentially on the infrastructure of America / and the financial system. It could lead into a lockdown situation, which could also lead to a soft martial law. And this was not like they didn't say, hey, this could happen, this is what I think. This is not a prediction. I'm told this is what's going to happen. I'm also told to make sure your family is protected. Now, a lot of you I know are going to put in the comments, what does this mean? Give me details. What do you mean protected? This is all I can give you. This is what I was given. So what is that? Have phones ready, have food ready, all the stuff we've talked about for the last couple of years. What was also said was, everything that you've been hearing about and planning for the last couple of years that we knew or thought was going to come to fruition, this is it. This is not a joke. He also said this is not a test. This is real. And I'm not saying that I don't want to stoke fear. I'm not trying to get clickbait. I received the call. I immediately talked to my people around me. I immediately called my wife, called friends. I called Scott McKay, calling other friends, and letting them know what is happening. This could look like a war on our infrastructure. They will hold our cities, again, ransom. Do not be surprised, and I don't know how this would occur, or if it will occur. I don't know the intensity of this. You might have problems with money. You might have problems with paying for stuff. You might have full-on lockdowns and blackouts in your neighborhoods and cities. I don't know. I wish I could give you more details of it, but this is the general what's happening. As I get more information, I'll let you know. And by the way, again, I was told this early. Within an hour or so after I was told this personally, I had it confirmed by another source outside of that, who again I'm not going to say. And then there are other sources online that within the last hour, so this has all happened over the last few hours, other sources online who have also indicated that absolutely we are going to be under a major cyber attack. Whether planned or not, I don't know. But Americans, he said, if you're ready for this, it'll look crazy. He said the normies who have no idea what's going on right now will have no idea what to do. So if you see panic, if you see craziness, if you see chaos, just be someone who can, act normal or bring sanity to situations.
Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, Bashem Rabak Radash. The Lord is my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect, with the house of David reborn again in this generation. And Shalom to the 130 Yasharallah, who today are known as the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who before losing our true heritage, we were known as, and still are, the true Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Bible. In today's lesson, this is kind of an impromptu gathering of videos that I've basically been finding these last 2 days that has to do with the topic of the next pandemic, right? As you've seen in the very beginning, you've seen that Edomite Klaus Schwab talking about the coming world cyber attack that the world's going to have to be on the lookout for, that posted 2 years ago, right? Back in 2020, when they were talking about the cyber polygon, and the scenario that they did then. Remember, before the whole C-19 pandemic hit, they had Event 201, and then a few months later, the C-19 pandemic broke out, right? So let's read this. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. These Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
In late 2019, the World Economic Forum, or WEF, co-hosted a global pandemic simulation known as Event 201 with the John Hopkins and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. A few months later, an actual pandemic began. In mid-2020, the WEF co-hosted a global cyber attack simulation with Sberbank, Russia's largest bank. Given the aftermath of Event 201, this has led to speculation that a cyber attack is around the corner.
I'm going to go ahead and put the link to this video. It's from a guy called Coin Bureau. Very good, informative videos. But he pretty much breaks down how what we're seeing happening now, right? During this weekend, it seems to be the events spoken about with this. Now, we understand too that these devils are going to bring forward the FedNow CBDC system in July. Okay? So we're 2 weeks away from July. So what more perfect time would it be to attack the infrastructure and the banking system and the electrical system than before they bring that out to bring some sort of stability to the system, right? Or at least have an option for people to use. Now, let's read this. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Because as that guy was saying, right, he has a fairly popular Instagram channel, basically one of those Patriot, prepper channels. He posts a lot of good military intel. I guess he has a lot of military followers that share information with him, and he then posts it, right? But he obviously was told, right, that what we're currently seeing right now is because over 250, cities have been basically held ransom by this, global, cyber hack that's taking place. That news clip I played at the beginning was talking about. Now that we're gonna be going into the next week, right? I'm making this right now about 3 o'clock in the morning. So by the time you get this, Akim, we'll be going into Monday, and we're gonna see the whole week play out. I'm sure we're gonna hear a lot more about this. Okay, we're gonna hear about what systems were affected, what things are gonna, are going down, and all this type of stuff. But the point being is that we gotta keep our wits about us, and we gotta, like the apostles say, man, we gotta make sure that we have everything we need. Be prepared. Go down to the store, grab something that you might need. Get some battery backups if you could get those. Just basically prepare to be without, electricity or things you might require, Akim. Because again, these devils, man, they have an agenda to push forward, and that agenda is to ultimately bring everybody to their knees, so that way they can come through with their solution and usher in the New World Order. This is Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Hopefully this video was edifying, Akim. Until next time, I want to give all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakok, Radash. Double honors my teachers, the apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect. Shalom.